What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Coach's Box. We're on.
Hey, let's get right into it.
Getting into it, baby.
Really exciting Missouri news.
Mizzou, super exciting.
Not one, but two quality recruits.
2 5-stars?
One 5-star and a 4-star. Which is better than what we've had, right?
I mean,
right now do they play defense?
No, one is a quarterback.
We're going to score more than everybody.
One is a quarterback and one is a receiver. So the big news, now I didn't get this until just a little while ago, but 5-star recruit out of East St. Louis, and that's Luther Burton. So he had offers from Georgia, Alabama, and Mizzou was his top 3, and he's going to go ahead and stay close to home, and he's going to make that commute down from East St. Louis all the way over to Columbia. So that's a big-time 5-star recruit for Coach Drink. And then later on, I don't even know the guy's name, it just popped up a little while ago on the Twitter feed, but signed a 4-star quarterback. So that's some good news to start the show.
Yeah, we need some defense players.
A lot of defense. Maybe that'll be transfer portal.
Could be.
But go ahead.
No, I was just saying. I mean, they better get somebody though who can maybe stop the run. Tackle people. Yeah. Don't let them score.
As long as they beat Kentucky.
That's all. Yeah. But
they don't get that chance this year.
Speaking of transfer portals, we got to do the bad news, and we got to talk about Cardinals and Mike Shildt.
How's that transfer portal?
Because he's transferring out of the Cardinal organization.
He is.
That's the issue.
Yeah, that's true.
Not on his own accord.
Not on his own. So
go ahead, jump in.
Well,
go ahead.
I mean, listening to his press conference Monday morning, I thought, kind of expected that kind of response from that guy. I mean, he was a organizational guy as far as, he loved the organization, right or wrong, how they fired him. I think, in my personal opinion, he put the ball right in Mo's lap and put all of it in his lap and made him accountable for all of it. And I think Mo has to really put some good things on the field in the offseason, I think, and make some big additions, or things are going to start getting a little bit heated for him.
No. The bow tie is safe.
I think so.
He's definitely safe. He's the one that made this.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the one that said that the philosophies didn't match. But it matched for how many playoff appearances?
What, 4 for 4 or 3 for 3?
3 for 3.
Every year.
3 for 3.
NLCS.
From what I've seen, I thought the players liked him.
Oh yeah, on up. Minor leagues on up. I mean,
so I'm not gonna lie, I was perplexed.
Well, I think he really was more than anything else, and I think you saw that in his press conference with his emotion. How he talked about all the impact of people that he had on him as far as the organization was concerned, and then after his press conference, you saw a lot of players in the organization commenting on his ability to always be able to say the right things and do the right things for players. And like they said, right or wrong, the situation happened, but that guy will never, say anything wrong about anybody. He's a top-notch coach and more importantly, a top-notch individual. So
I'm hoping he gets a job and then he really tells us what the truth is. Because
he won't.
He won't. No, I hate
won't.
it. I hate it. Mo, I don't believe the bow tie.
Well, here's the issue, and this was on the radio this morning. They were talking about this. Think about this. He's the last guy that was involved or around George Kissel with the Cardinals way, and so on book, and he's going to take that wherever he goes.
Right.
But he's the last one that's associated with the Cardinal way. So now you have, at least from this year to next season, you're going to have a divide between the old way things were done, and now it's going to be complete analytics. Because I think, now no one's going to know, everybody's going to speculate. I think it comes down to when you say philosophical differences, it's the whole idea of the Cardinal way versus analytics. Jeff Albert, his hitting philosophy, minor leagues on up, top to bottom, bottom to top, this is what we want to do. I'm speculating that maybe Shildt said, hey, there's a place for it, but not a major place. And hey, this is the direction we're going to go, buy in or get out. And they probably said, okay, I'm out.
And I like the idea and the conversation that he had about when he started out with back in 2004, 5 or 6. Well, I can't remember what he said, 4, when he came into the farm system and said, this is going to be the new way. We're going to rely heavily on our farm system to create our basically our feeder up, across the board, instead of doing, going out of the organization and pulling in top-notch guys. I think that said a lot. When he said that, made people really realize that Mo has changed his whole philosophy on one guy's energy in the clubhouse.
Yeah.
And that one guy is the hitting coach. The hitting coach is wanting to change everything, and he's getting that way with analytics. I mean, that's what he's all about.
But you can't sit there and you can't play the game on a calculator.
You can.
You can. I mean, and it works to a point, but you have to play the matchups. And you have to do everything. That's fine, but you have to go out there and actually put the bat on the ball. And I know, again, it's like playing blackjack. Don't bust yourself. Let's put yourself in the best chance to win. I like to. My dad had a rule about playing blackjack. Once he got to 12, he wouldn't hit because that's it. Don't bust yourself.
Right.
That was his number one rule.
I just think of Austin Powers. Stay. I too like to live dangerously.
And you know what? That works great until Blake Snell is dealing and you pull him because you're over there with your calculator.
He did that again this year.
Yeah. Hey, are the Rays in it right now? No, they're not.
Don't.
They've been in the postseason though.
That's great. How far do you want to go?
Well,
Because can your little calculator figure out what everyone's going to be like when you've got playoff baseball? Because playoff baseball is a little different monster than just going out and playing 162. Mm-hmm. It is. It's different.
I think there's a marriage between the analytics and the eyeball test of what's going on as a manager, and I think you're going to use stats. You're going to use data. I mean, baseball, all sports, you use nonstop information and statistics to help out. I wonder, and we can debate this, Jarvis, you can tell me your thoughts, but I wonder if the Reyes decision to put him in that spot, if that was the nail in the coffin. What do you think? Or do you think that it was just going to happen?
I think Mo.
I don't think it was going to happen at all.
No, I think Mo has probably 4 or 5 years left, and I think he wants to go out on his turn.
Where are you getting 4 or 5 years?
I don't know.
You know something we don't?
I'm just saying that maybe he's going to do it his way, and if you're not going to do it his way, he's going to get rid of you. It's Mo's way or the highway, the bow tie or the highway.
Right.
And I think he's saying that in very President's horn because right after the season there was they were talking about extensions and they were talking about his extension and everything else.
Well, who was talking though?
Well, he was. Shildt was. So that was the thing that got me.
I'm going to get my job back.
So on Friday they had a organizational meeting with all coaches in the front
Shildt
office.
pissed somebody off.
On that meeting
it's
day,
called
I
Mo.
guarantee you. I think he said some things in there that they didn't think was the direction they wanted to go, and they said this guy's not going to be on board. He's going to cause us more problems than what we need. And if we're
like 3 trips to playoffs, that's more problems you need. 17-game winning streak, the first time ever. Longest winning streak in Cardinal history, but
I still go back to managing all of the injuries every year.
That's what I was gonna. That was my next thing was. He's had a depleted roster. Yeah, you went and got Arenado. I know you went and got a first baseman a couple years ago, but you still did not go out and get other pieces that. I mean, at the time when they got Lester and Hap, everyone was like, oh, yay. But then they went on their streak.
Right.
I mean, I'm still in disbelief.
And you tell me, the disbelief comes into how do you win as a manager? Your job, you are successful, and yet you still get fired. So what's the bar? Because it's obviously not winning. And you can go back to the NBA a couple years back when the Raptors coach got fired. He was the NBA Coach of the Year for the association, and he gets fired.
No one's safe.
I don't get it. I don't understand. What are we doing? What are we looking for? What's the end game?
But here's what I also think, and I also think that maybe some of this was coming from DeWitt, and DeWitt wanted to push it off on Mo, because here's what I'll tell you is, if you're an owner and you're making decisions on player personnel and coaching personnel, I think if you're coming out and saying that I'm one that got rid of that person, a lot of players won't want to play for an owner like that, because they're in their wicks. So I think he's using Mo in that situation, because if you listen to his press conference, he put it all on Mo. He had no comment about any of it. Now you go back to 2004 when we just went to the World Series and lost, and he fired Walt Jocketty because he didn't see eye to eye with him. So I think that goes and tells you that I think DeWitt is calling all the shots, but he doesn't want, because I don't think any player would want to go play for an owner that doesn't have your back and doesn't want to do the things for that concept. I just kind of look at it that direction, where I think DeWitt had a little bit more to do with it, but is staying behind the scenes just because of the situation and where they're at as far as picking up some big name guys this year.
Well, I think the bigger question is who are they actually going to get now? I mean,
you mean as a manager or player? It's going to be in-house.
Yeah, it's going to be like Ollie.
Well, if it's not in-house, it's Skip Schumacher. I mean,
they're not
because you want a yes man that's going to, hey, you come in, you're going to do it exactly the way we want. So basically, it's Billy Beane Moneyball 2.0, to where Mo says, hey, this is the guys I want in the lineup every day. These are the guys we want coming out of the pen. Okay.
Are we not in that area of baseball? I mean, really, aren't we? It's the video guys, it's the general managers, it's your little guys with the calculators and the pocket protectors, and they're the ones managing the game.
They are.
And again, it can't account for what's going on right now. I mean, because in my opinion, and from everything I've read, I believe the Dodgers are probably favored to win based on all the numbers. That's a kick. They're going to go home. Okay? They don't have another. I don't think they got another miracle. I could be wrong saying it right now. I don't think they got another miracle in them to come back from 3-1 down to win the World Series or win the NLCS.
Right.
I don't see it happening. And for anybody to think that they do, I mean, I don't think Atlanta's going to let it happen. And think about them. They lose their best player. They're literally their best player. Their outfield is decimated. And what do? They go get 4 outfielders at the trade deadline. Yes. 4. 2 throwaways. 4 outfielders. One guy that they designated for assignment the year before, he got signed, and then they just went and traded for him. So now we'll take him. And he's, 30 and 100.
Right.
But, hey, I don't know. It pisses me off because I'm telling you right now, they're gonna play this game, and it's gonna be like, well, our roster was good enough, and we're gonna bring this guy in, and he's more analytically driven, and all we want this whole philosophy crap. And you know what's gonna happen? The same BS,
Yeah.
same thing, same every year.
Well, and maybe I never want to admit on air that I'm going to agree with Blair, maybe, but the wallet doesn't want to open the wallet.
No.
That's the whole issue here.
No.
I mean, are you going to? We will know. I don't even care about the manager. Who cares? Put whoever the hell you want up there. But
I will.
I want to see. We will know our answers by our accusation. Who we acquire.
Right.
Who we acquire.
Right.
Then we're going to know what the deal is. Because if we don't acquire...
I don't think you acquire anybody. Break it down. We were talking about this the other day.
You have to.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to. DeWall is saying you don't know. Because We just went to the playoffs. We just had a 17-game winning streak. We don't need to do anything to our roster. Hey, all we need to do is get healthy. That's what they're going to say.
And as a Cardinal fan, I want to punch you.
I know.
Hey,
we just said, what did was this on air?
Martinez. We didn't bring back Carpenter.
You talked about
What's wrong with it? I mean,
but did you say why though?
Carpenter,
did you talk about
player
why?
coach. What? Ron Rhodes. Endorsed by Ron Rhodes.
I'm Ron Rhodes. I approve this message, right?
I just threw up in my mouth.
Oh my God! But no, you said, hey,
he's a new hitting coach.
Matt Carpenter and Ron Rhodes, new hitting coach of the St. Louis Cardinals.
Oh my goodness! You heard it here first.
New manager, Riley Blair.
I saw that.
Yes, breaking news. We broke it first.
We broke it. You saw it here first.
Yeah, I don't know how many people have sent me messages on that. Is that really true?
Is that really true?
No.
If it was, I wouldn't be talking to you.
You got a really true.
With literally the worst Photoshop of all time. On purpose.
I said,
and it's still.
They go, did you really inquire about putting your name in? I'm like, no.
Oh my God. They know you. They know your ego's that big. Big enough to apply for the Cardinal job.
Where would you do that? What website
Blair.
would you? Is that on?
Indeed.
Is that on LinkedIn?
I mean, DeWalt probably has it on Indeed.
It's on Indeed.
Why not?
I got to look that up now.
Oh my
Got me
goodness!
curious.
I'm sure there's a place where you can fill out an application.
There's got to be.
So is it
somewhere.
going to be Marvel? Is it going to be? I mean,
Well,
who?
the
Or is it
not
going to be
Las
like out of
Vegas.
the? Could it be like way out there, like a holiday or something?
Now, the not Vegas odds, but whoever, this was on the radio. They said Stubby Clapp, and then Marmol. I think is 1 and 2 right now.
That's yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
I don't know.
Whatever you say, DeWalt.
Hey, at least Stubby Clapp has won something, which is the AAA championship, which means that you're constantly losing your best players when they start performing really well. Yeah, they go. Bye-bye.
Well, and he's been with the Cardinals forever.
Oh, yeah.
But so it's
All that means is, hey, here's your 18 years of service.
So let's see. You're
And
gonna,
I'm sorry. You want to say greatest fans in the world, the Cardinals fans, blah, blah, blah.
Don't you
and
do
then
it.
you ain't even got the balls to call the guy into your office to let him go. You call him on the phone?
COVID.
Oh, bull crap.
But you let him sit in the dugout without a mask on and talk to all those players and coach all those
And
players.
cuss every which way but lose. And come on.
Are you judging him for cussing?
Heck no, I'm saying, how can you not? It's a
The
phone
Curtis?
call? That's the crap.
Yeah, 18 years of service, right?
That's a bunch of egg in the
18 years.
face. I mean, that
Yeah.
makes
tough.
the Cardinal. That made us look stupid.
It kind of made him look like a
Hey,
big
Dodgers
wuss.
just came back and won.
Did they really?
Yep. Eat those words, sir.
Good. Wait, hey, I'm going to tell you right now. I would much rather see the Dodgers win than the freaking Braves. I have never been a Braves fan. I hate the Braves. Can't stand them.
Can't do that now. Can't do that anymore.
Yeah, you can. They do it all the time. They do that at Kansas City, too, for football games.
Okay, there we go.
No.
Hold on.
Wait, what?
Tom Glavine,
I think.
Smoltz, Chipper Jones.
Keep
I
going.
mean, Wainwright was from there.
Yeah, well, you know.
Oh, my
he didn't
goodness.
play there.
J.D. Drew.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why I said it.
Again, 96.
About 13 some odd straight years.
Yeah, that's great. Good for them. I don't like them. I'm sorry. Wait, okay, so that many years,
I saw play.
all the great stuff. The Patriots. Come on, anybody? Anybody want to eat that oatmeal? I didn't think so.
I don't mind the
we
Patriots.
lost a championship because of Mike Martz wouldn't give the ball to Marshall Falk.
Oh, there you go.
And we lost it to the stupid Patriots and Tom Brady.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Maybe you should give the guy who won MVP the freaking ball 37 times, and maybe you'd win instead of 14.
I wasn't coaching, or I would have.
Well, my bad. My bad.
That's another topic altogether. These football coaches, pros, college, whatnot, and they just overcoach.
Did you see the guy getting fired for not getting the shot?
That was one of the
Oh,
topics.
sorry.
That was, no, we,
I didn't even look at the topics, bro.
Hey, when do you
right
hey,
here.
Hey, 7:58. Here we go.
Hey, guys. What time is it? Oh, time to be on the show? Hey, are we starting yet? Are we starting?
Hey, I'm here.
I just got here.
What are we talking about today? It doesn't matter. I'll figure it out.
I'll have an opinion.
What's on the God, don't worry about it.
That's funny.
Failure to prepare is being Jarvis. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Whoa.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Talk
about
you broach the subject. Go ahead. Tell us.
He refused
Washington
to
State.
get vaccinated.
This is kind of
the head coach.
piggybacks off of what you said last week about Kyrie.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, holy
But be careful.
crap.
Last time we did this, we lost the feed because I believe Big Brother
wait.
was listening.
Yes, he.
So tread lightly or use code words.
Code words.
When I say cantaloupe, that means you got to stop that.
Who's
when
that
Zach does this,
Mark, what the heck's his name, Mark?
Oh, some name I can't pronounce.
Yeah, the guy, head of Facebook. Sorry,
Zuckerberg. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not liberal enough for you, buddy. But
Zuckerberg.
I mean, I don't know. This is crazy to me.
But where? Never mind.
Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. I got this shot. I got it because I thought, man, I won't have to wear a mask. Oh, whoops. Nope, you still gotta wear a mask. Wait, you still can get it. Oh, and you can still get it. So, I don't know. I just think it's wow.
Well,
If your employer tells you have to do it, I guess you got to do it.
So, for those that don't know, so the state of Washington, because this is all the way on the West Coast.
Wait,
the
not
state,
D.C.?
No, Washington State University. So the state of Washington said, hey, by a certain date, I think it was a couple weeks ago, every government employee has to get the shot.
Right.
So the head coach, along with I think about 4 or 5 others on the staff, said, hey, we are applying for a religious exemption. So Constitution, you taught government, I know I did. First Amendment right, okay, religious exemption. So they're waiting to hear. They think it's going to go well, and it comes back, nope, you still need to take the shot. And so I'm going to refuse to take the shot. That's what he says, and several of the staff members. And then today, or last night, they're gone. That's an issue. That's an issue bigger than sports, fellas.
It's a big issue for America. Big issue for America.
Go ahead.
Dude,
Go
I'm
ahead.
full of
Hey,
issues,
you're ready.
bro.
Hey, go ahead.
What?
You're ready. Hold on. Zoom in. Close up.
No, I want to close up.
You got the
I
controls.
mean, you guys
No.
hold super spreader events, so I want to hear your. I want to hear your
Still
opinion.
mark safe. Still mark safe from February
I had
20,
to, dang it.
21.
Oh,
whatever
okay,
it was.
all right. So let me get this straight. Magic Johnson can play in the NBA when he is positive for HIV. I
Yeah.
want to remind everybody
What
that
a great one to bring up.
I
HIV,
do like that.
HIV,
That's a good point.
which you have a better chance of dying from HIV unless you're Magic Johnson, then you'll live forever.
You got the
You
You beat it.
You beat HIV.
I mean,
Just-
Magic,
just-
Matt, look
Chris
at that
Rock
smile. How
did
good?
a special years ago.
Yeah,
on
I
that.
know. I remember.
Okay.
Spoken like
I
a
know.
true Laker fan. How could you not?
So he has HIV. The NBA is like, okay, because you're Magic Johnson, it's cool. Let me get this straight. The chances of dying of HIV are significantly higher than COVID, which COVID's bad. COVID's not fun. If you're old, by the way, COVID's really bad on you.
I had it. It
If,
sucked.
if you're young, it's like it's not a big deal. It's like, oh my God, a sick day.
It's big of.
Yeah, wait,
It
no,
still
no.
affects.
Oh, okay. Again, your chances of dying from the flu are the same amount. We're going to take somebody's freaking livelihood because they refuse to get a shot for something that has the same death rate as the flu or pneumonia, when Magic Johnson can play in the National Basketball Association with HIV and it's cool. Until Karl Malone gets pissed off and says that's not cool. But I digress, they let him play.
Still let him play.
So Kyrie Irving can't play because he didn't get a shot. It's like, so you don't get your flu shot, you don't get to play.
I don't get it. He's taking all the
I
risks.
still like-
I still don't get that whole thing.
I don't
He's
understand
the one that's
this.
gonna get all the risks. He's the one that can get it.
Right.
He's the one that could. What?
No.
Everyone else has it. What's
No, because it is a pandemic of the unvaccinated. So that's the people, because you said it. Because you said I got the stick, but then it doesn't cure it, I can still get it.
Yeah.
And I can give it to somebody. So
I'm
is-
waiting for me to get it again.
So,
I hope
so
not, but-
I'll turn this conversation up on its head. I really
knew
don't
you
care.
would.
Is it a vaccine or is it a damn flu shot? Because the flu shot doesn't cure the flu.
No, you can still get it.
But it's still the flu vaccine. I've had this argument with people in the medical field.
but it doesn't cure it.
I know. Vaccines don't necessarily do that.
And he lost his job.
He lost his
I know,
job because
I
he didn't get a
and a
freaking
pretty
flu
high,
shot.
pretty decent paying job.
guarantee it was.
$3 million, I believe.
Holy crap! I'd have got that shot in a second.
How much?
I mean, I would have took double dose of that crap. Are you kidding me?
How much money is
religious
Kyrie?
is it-
How much money is Kyrie Irving losing?
Oh,
I don't know.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Because he's not going to get paid.
he's getting
Still
half
got
his
his-
salary.
Oh, half.
Yeah,
Does
he
he
still get his
How much is he
endorsed.
losing?
Not as much, probably on endorsed. He's got his endorsed. He's fine.
Okay.
But-
How
No,
many
but it's the
endorsements
point.
is he going to have?
He's not going to lose any
They
endorsements.
said
over it.
something like, I think it was 18 million he was going to make or something.
I think that was what I think it was that.
That Blues player got 2 games suspension for the headbutt.
Because he headbutted the dude. I love it. I love it.
The Blues.
Oh, yeah. That Buchnevich guy, man.
Yep.
He's nasty.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yes.
that was on. Talk about it. That was on the show.
Are we going
as
to finish
well.
talking about it?
Oh,
We
yes.
are, I guess. Go ahead.
No, Blair ain't said nothing.
I know. He's just.
Wait, what?
Oh.
He's being politically correct.
Yeah.
I just think that you're
You've been listening to too many White House briefings.
True.
Oh, you don't even know what a White House briefing is.
What do my constituents want in this situation right now? I don't know.
When I run for mayor of
Let me think.
what are they going to want?
What would the voters want me to say? I'll just not
I can
say.
neither confirm nor deny.
I will not call it like I see it.
No, I feel like
Don't ride the fence.
here's the problem with this is, and you kind of said it when you started out the whole conversation. You're taking our rights away that we have had forever since it's been written.
Well, the Constitution needs
And-
rewritten.
So if we're
That's
not,
what people will say.
You stop it. You sound like a damn Frenchman.
oh well, I'm not gonna say.
Don't be a quitter.
I'm not gonna say I confirm or deny that that's correct, Jason. But at what point then you tell me that rules are rules and you have to follow them?
I think you said something along the lines.
Laws are laws. Do you have to follow them or not?
High speed,
It depends on which lane you're in.
Guidelines.
fast
So-
lane.
No, it just depends on which lane you're in.
So my point to that is you and I have to follow the same laws that he does, but they don't think he has to follow the same laws that me and you do. So at what point is there a right or wrong? And how can you tell me that I'm right or wrong? If you're going to tell me that that's not the law, that's not in the Constitution,
It comes down to
that's not in
politics.
this.
It's extremely political because what happens is you have
I did that.
well, I mean, it's political. Okay, so if you don't go the one way, then I'm gonna browbeat you. I'm gonna take your job. I'm gonna make everybody. It's all about being a coward. Really, is what it is.
That's about control.
It's all about
Having control, and then who's gonna step
That
up and be
sounds like
brave?
this type of government that I learned.
It's not in France, though.
It's not in France.
No, it's very Marxist. Just saying.
Oh man,
That Karl Marx guy had some great ideas. He wrote a book about it.
Well, it just scares me about what the future is then. And it scares me more about not our future.
no, it
but our
scares me.
kids.
I'm getting ready to have a kid.
No,
I'm scared for my future.
I know, and
You told me 10 years ago this crap would be happening right now. I'd say you're full of shit.
I just hate
Seriously
it for my
full of
kids. I really hate it for my kids.
Yeah.
Because I have zero idea of what to tell them. Because they ask me, I mean, Dad, do you think I should get the shot? Do you think I should get the vaccine? Do you think I should do it? I don't.
You know what you teach your kids?
You know what I don't know?
How to shoot guns.
I said, I told both
See
my
this
boys.
9mm, son.
Today we're going to learn about a friend called Glock.
Here's my two friends, Smith and Weston.
I was gonna say I have the Smith and Wesson.
We're going to learn letters and numbers. AR-15.
That's all you need to know, son. That's all you need to know.
Hold on, is the feed still on? Okay, we're good.
We're still good right now. I'm waiting for it.
You were just waiting, yeah.
All right, so I think we can kind of agree that maybe it's when your civil liberties are a little trampled because you're coaching a sport, and like you said, you're assuming all the risks. You're the one assuming the risks. So I don't see what the big deal is unless it's a political agenda, which we can all agree it probably is.
Yeah.
Now,
Well, I know plenty of people that are coaching right now that haven't gotten the shot. I mean, my lord, there has to be another reason why they wanted to get rid of this dude, right?
No. It's a state mandate. This is not the college. This is the state of Washington. This says all government officials, which that's what a public
So he's considered a government official
because he works for a state college.
Works for a state college.
You could be like Jefferson County. I heard that the health department's being sued because they said that these were mandates and they really didn't have the power to do those things. I don't know all the details yet. I just heard about it today. I was like, oh, that's interesting.
I've noticed a lot of places I've run into lately say we highly recommend, they were a lot of places saying you had required. Now a lot of places are saying we highly recommend.
Are you north of the Merrimack? Or are you south
Well, I
of the
was
Merrimack?
north of the Merrimack, and it was the same way. I went into Costco this weekend. I'm not gonna lie, I ain't wearing no mask in there.
But you went into the place that's ruled by the good doctor.
I didn't buy anything there.
Doesn't matter. I didn't buy anything. I gotta wear a mask.
Samples.
I did have some samples while I was in there, though.
That's why you go in those places.
Cheese cubes are good.
We didn't have any money. I said, we gotta get some lunch, babe.
This sounds like my
thinking,
like
we
college.
told them thinking about getting a membership. Can we walk around? Sure. Man, one lady was getting ready to close up. I was like, hold up.
You ever see the lady with the vodka?
Oh yes. Oh yes.
What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's like, wait a second, how did I miss that?
I didn't see any of them.
That's the deadline.
When I deliver Instacart, that lady's always in there, and she's like, "Hey, how you doing? You gonna come over and try?" I'm like, "No, I gotta drive. It's good." It's like,
Okay, just one.
like, you know what? I'll do one. All right. So,
Hey, well, it's not. I mean,
what?
it's not supposed to drive intoxicated, but it's.
Am I intoxicated?
Is it a law?
Yeah, it's a law.
We're gonna follow
No, it
it.
pretty much is a law.
Are you sure?
No, it's a law. I'm sorry. Are you from Illinois?
or is it
Do they make shit up as they go, or what?
Is it a right
What, to drink?
or a law?
Wait, it's a right to drink. It's not. It's against the law to drink and then get in your car and drive.
I believe Ron White said it. I was drunk in a bar. They threw me into public.
That's right. See? It's a right or a law.
Arrest them.
It's a law. You can't drive drunk.
Who
You can't.
are you
You're
right
right.
now?
Well, I mean,
You
you're
also
not
can't
supposed
tell me
to.
I have to get a shot. Same concept.
No, it's totally not the same
How can you
concept.
compare drunk driving to getting a shit?
Hey, that's right. It's my
This is
right.
Illinois
It's
education.
my right. It's my right.
It's your right
So
to
it's your
drive
right
drunk.
My right to drive.
Not until you're endangering the lives of other people.
There we
That's why I'm saying is he endangering other lives, people he's around? by
We've
not
already
doing
said he's not,
How
but
do you
he's
know
assuming
that?
all the.
Because you can get it whether you get the shot or not.
that. You don't know that.
I know it. I know people that have gotten it again.
How you know those tests weren't false?
Oh my gosh!
I'm gonna be playing the devil's advocate a whole
No,
day.
you're just a gosh. You should be a politician. You talk out of both sides.
That's what they.
How did you lose the election in the first place?
That's a good question.
He's from Illinois.
Wait.
Corrupt.
Spelled his name wrong on the ballot. That's what it was.
He wasn't the first choice.
Who's Riley Bear?
Riley Bear.
He's out.
Yeah,
No, it's not the guy I want to vote for. All right, Blues.
Go ahead.
Go.
Should we go take a break real quick?
Why?
Or you want them to
He's
come back
got
and
to
talk
probably
some
go to the
sports?
bathroom.
Oh, man, John, let's
Dude,
be
do you
honest.
have to go to the bathroom? Are you sure you have to go to the bathroom?
Well, maybe.
Waterfalls.
Is it okay?
Dripping.
Oh
Is it in my rights?
gosh.
Is it
Is it constitutional right to go to the bathroom or not?
All right, we're getting a little off subject here. We're supposed to talk about sports.
Off the rails.
Off the rails. All right, we'll be right back with some more of the coaches' box here in just a little bit.
Whether it's residential or commercial, Home by SMCI has the right products for you. Global Plasma Solutions will attack your bacteria, mold, viruses, and even help with dust in your house. They install easily in less than 45 minutes, and it's an invaluable investment for the rest of your life. If you're interested in any of the products they offer, give Home by SMCI a call today at 636-337-4444 or email them at service@homebysmci.com.
Hey everybody, this is Chris Miller from the Coach's Box. If you haven't already, you need to go to our Facebook page and you need to like our show, the Coach's Box Facebook page. And it's real simple. I'm just going to show you guys what it kind of looks like on Facebook right now. And as you can see, you just find us here at the Coach's Box. We keep it pretty simple, especially for guys like Jarvis who can't read or write. And as you see right here, I'm going to go ahead and click follow. And now I'm following the show. And I should be already, but you know, hey, whatever. And this when I do this, I have the opportunity to see our Facebook pages pop up live, and you guys continue to share and be a part of the show, comment, like it. We always encourage you guys to be a part of it because we just do this because we enjoy messing with each other, talking sports, talking whatever in life, and interacting with you guys on a regular basis. So like our show, follow it, and continue your support. We appreciate it, and we'll see you guys here in a little bit. Thanks.
All right, and welcome back to the coach's box. We ever get the video to come back? There we go.
So before we go,
Yeah, I didn't know he was coming back to you. I put the camera on you.
No, before we go,
Where
do you
did
know
Jason
what
go?
this-
He gone.
He
gone.
He's having an
He got
issue.
offended.
Wait a minute.
He's having an issue.
Did Big Brother come and get him?
Maybe.
It could have been.
Is
Oh,
there a black van outside?
not anymore.
It's gone.
No.
He gone.
But, hey, we've got to honor that on Sunday, 16 years ago. Do you know what happened? Do you know 16 years ago, 2005?
Oh, yes.
Go ahead.
Oh, right.
The 16-year anniversary of.
So Brad Lidge tried to sneak one by Pujols,
Yeah.
and
It's still going.
it's still
I don't even know
still
where
going
it's
out.
at.
It's in orbit.
Yeah.
When they go and visit the space station, that's when they get
Mars?
the chance to see it.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, he killed it. And Brad Lidge.
And ran his career.
Again, my favorite story is when they're Houston, who's on their way back on the plane ride. Brad Ausmus gets on the phone on the airplane and says, "If you look out to your left, you can still see Pujols' home run ball traveling in the air." Lidge came up. He says that it's his own teammate. It's great. Makes my freaking day. Oh, hey, Jason.
Hey,
Did you escape the government?
They got
No comment.
you. They brought you back.
They took me back in the back room.
Hey, hey, hey.
read me my rights.
Really glad though that we told you to turn off the mic before you streamed live.
Yeah. Oh, I thought about taking everybody with me.
If anybody wanted the experience, I could have had it.
Oh my goodness.
That would be.
Well,
Speaking
you know,
of the Blues.
never mind.
Speaking of the Blues.
And the Blues. What, 2-0 now?
I don't know. I don't watch hockey.
Good God, Zach.
What?
It's
What is it? Preseason or actual?
no,
real,
they're playing. It's
Oh,
real game.
Real games.
They got jerseys and everything. It's great.
But they can't stand by the goal. They can't cherry pick. So they can't fast break. They can't do anything. So what? It ain't worth
they
watching.
can.
No, they can't.
Yeah, if you
there's
do it
this,
right.
Hold on. There's a little line here that you
It's
can't
not very
cross.
little.
Well,
It's very big, actually.
whatever. Here's this line you can't cross.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
No, you can
gotta
cross
come
it. You
back.
can go stand down there. You just can't touch the puck.
No.
You can't touch the puck.
No.
Puck has to be in the zone before anybody touches it.
No.
So you got to go and clear.
Don't agree with it.
That's stupid.
No.
Because then you
It's
can
not.
run the Grinnell system
Exactly.
in hockey, which is dumb.
Exactly. No, it's not. Hey, maybe if it was 10 to 12 ball games, I might watch. It might be more entertaining. I want entertainment.
There's plenty of entertainment in the hockey game. What hockey are you watching?
None.
Yes, and
Because it's I don't
So
agree.
you're like with Kevin and watching soccer.
No, I don't agree with soccer either. I don't agree with the rules.
Well, at least you don't
Watch
agree.
Ted Lasso, you start liking it. Ugh.
Anyway, go ahead. I'll be quiet.
All right.
quiet.
Blues are 2-0, right?
2-0.
2-0.
Scored a lot of goals.
A lot of goals.
What?
7 of them last night.
3 in hockey's a lot, or
They had 7 last night.
7. This isn't soccer.
Might be a lot of it.
7. Gosh. How can you be a St. Louis anything fan if you don't like the Blues and the Cardinals?
because there's
Oh, come
other
on.
things
We got a
going on.
Kentucky fan
He
right
doesn't
here.
count. He's from Illinois.
He sucks.
It's true.
So
It's true.
the Blues scored like 7 goals. They beat Kroenke's Avalanche.
Which made me smile.
Thank
Yep.
you.
You talk about a
So they
He'll be rich here soon.
and then they got one of their new pickups, Buchnevich. I know it's hard to say his name. Just headbutts a dude. Hey, it's a physical game.
I
I
didn't
love
know that was frowned on.
it. It pretty
In the
much
game
is.
of hockey.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna
Everything else
fight,
goes.
Hold on, time out. See, this is what I don't get. You can't headbutt a guy.
yeah.
But however many years ago, the Krieg guy that was playing for Pittsburgh can go the length of the ice, Superman, off his feet, tackle somebody, and that's perfectly legal.
It really wasn't. He got suspended.
I don't think he did.
Yeah, I'm
they
pretty
said it
sure.
was a legal hit. Yeah.
Man, you don't watch hockey. Shut up.
I'll throw rocks at you while you're mowing grass. Shut up. I just love it, the fact that we get this guy and he plays like that. He headbutts a dude. Yeah, is he getting a suspension? Does it hurt? You know what though? Who's gonna mess with him?
Oh yeah.
I'm sure Berube or whatever. I can't even say his name.
The hockey man over here can't even say names.
Berube.
Yeah, I'm sure he kind of liked it.
Well, yeah, because you want guys like that. Because the reason you didn't win because you don't have guys like Pat Maroon.
He challenged him, I think, the game before and said you need to play a little tougher. He said that on the
Rick killed a guy.
Savage said, "I'll show you, bro." Say I don't play.
Coach, I'll take my skate off and stab that dude.
You want to see?
Don't challenge me. Don't challenge me.
Happy
Dude,
Gilmore
you know,
style.
I mean, you need to go. Have you ever been to?
Years ago. I mean, when I was a little kid. Years
Probably
ago.
back when it was really boring in the 90s.
When it was in a Kiel Center.
Dude, when I went and saw us play the Sharks in a playoff game,
and cool.
Dylan's first game, I think, or one of his first game. That was it. He was sold on hockey after that. They fought after the whistles blew, game's over, and both teams going at it. It was awesome.
Blair, how many hockey games have we been to? Because we ended up buying tickets, getting those tickets.
Winning tickets to
Winning
some kind of
tickets,
auction
yeah.
or some kind of we've been
Rigged
to 4 or
election?
5.
So,
No. No,
Been to 4 or 5 together.
That only happens on a national level, I hear.
gosh.
Sorry. That might scare viewers away. No craps given here. So, wait for it. Wait, still have internet. Still on. But no, it's good to see hockey back. I got to get into the hockey mode right now.
No. We got 2 weeks. We got 2 weeks, man.
And then it's on, baby.
Well, I know. I'm just saying.
Literally, I'm going to have a baby. But
Hey.
then,
Yes.
Well, speaking of fans,
I thought you were going to say, speaking of babies.
so I watched the Big Blue Madness the other night, Kentucky's basketball. Big Blue Madness.
I didn't know that was on the topic list.
when did this make it?
But what I'm talking about was
Nobody
it was
cares.
was-
Calipari's cheating again. Go ahead.
absolutely phenomenal to see Rupp Arena packed. No seats available, standing room only, packed house.
COVID?
Loud as you could be in there. Everybody had a mask on.
Oh, your rear end.
But the atmosphere alone was like phenomenal. It's great to be able to have fans at games. Like watching college basketball games is going to be a little bit more enjoyable.
Dude, I was just at Festus Herky Volleyball, and it was great to see that good of a crowd at a high school game.
Yes, it is. I mean, it changes the whole perspective of.
Let's just get back to normal. Let everybody do it. You got the stick, you don't got the stick. Who gives a
I
crap?
don't think you guys ever changed over there in the spreader of it, remember?
we
Marked safe from.
We went from about April to about maybe the 1st of June, where everything was starting to. You didn't hear much about COVID. Kind of got quiet. Then all of a sudden we got this big strand of Delta,
School was
and then
starting.
all the Delta came in, and now it changed everything again. Now we're back to craziness.
I know.
Knock on wood, though, it's not as bad
Saying
here.
Now,
here.
speaking of Kentucky, Winkler brought up what happened to the Big Blue.
They
Top 4, they're not going to make it there, bud.
not unless something definitely happens.
Cincy
On
is
to
in the
Cincinnati.
top 4 right now.
Since he is
On to Cincinnati.
on to Cincinnati.
Have you looked at their schedule?
Let's see. The
Notre
Helen
Dame.
Keller School of the Blind and Armless. Sisters of the Rich and Poor.
Notre
Doesn't
Dame,
matter.
when they were ranked,
That's
it.
only.
They were ranked 9th.
That's it.
9th.
okay, which is
That's it.
that's who they
They
played.
don't play anyone
It
else.
doesn't matter.
Yes, it
Yes,
does.
it does.
So then, oh my gosh,
What? So you're going to tell me that strength of schedule in a sport that doesn't have a full playoff, where everybody can
So
get,
strength of
get
schedule
in?
means nothing.
you play who you play.
I know.
You
Play
play
somebody
who's on
better.
your schedule.
Get somebody better.
They did. They went out and got a top 10 ranked team to play, and they whooped them.
And
Alabama beat them by 50.
Alabama lost to a 4-2 team
They
that was
still beat
unranked.
Cincy by 50.
in the SEC. Hey, who they play this week?
I don't know who do they play this
Mississippi
week.
State.
Okay, there you go. Ooh, and they're 49-9.
And Mississippi State's a lot better than
No,
whoever Cincinnati's playing currently. Who they play?
No.
Mississippi State's not very good.
Next thing you know, you're going to tell me Vanderbilt's better
Well,
than
that will never come out of my mouth.
Oh, then you're going to tell me Mizzou's better. Hold on, time out.
No.
What are we talking about then?
Okay.
We're talking about the strength.
You named the two worst teams in the SEC. Hell,
least
Kentucky's better.
Well, sure they are.
A&M's a lot better than a 4-2 record.
They are what their record is. They are who they are.
So when a team that has somebody who's good and gets hurt, and then they come back, they're as good as they were without that player. You take LeBron away from the Lakers, how good are they?
We still got Anthony Davis.
Oh yeah, he's just one man.
Oh my gosh.
You got Rondo. You got
you got Carmelo.
you got Carmelo.
You got the average age of 37.
They are so old.
You cannot penalize a team for playing who is on their schedule. You can't do
then
it.
you can't put them in the top 4.
Yes, you can.
No.
If you're undefeated, is undefeated.
Undefeated are the children of the blind.
It's not.
Sisters of the blind and armless.
It is not.
It is.
It is not.
That doesn't make any sense.
Oh my gosh. So you mean to tell me,
Go ahead.
once again, the
Try it.
bottom of the SEC would just completely annihilate Cincinnati?
Maybe not annihilate, but
then it doesn't matter.
If
Because
I'm a bet man, I put my money on the SEC team.
No.
Okay.
Then half of your schedule, if you're Alabama, and if you're A&M, and if you're all these other SEC schools, half of your schedule is awful. Plus the 4 cupcakes that you schedule every year.
Yes.
So there you go. There's half of your schedule.
You take Kentucky, you take Mississippi State, and you put them in the same stupid conference that Cincinnati is. They are undefeated.
No.
Bull.
Not happening.
It's
not happening.
Texas A&M be undefeated. Why do you think Ohio State's record's so good? The Big Ten. The Big Ten has literally 2 teams that are any good, and they're not that great.
So Alabama played Miami, 14th. Okay, then they have
How's Miami doing right now? Not great.
They have Mercer. They have,
Mercer. Oh, the big bad Mercer. What's their
they have Florida. They had Ole Miss. They have Texas A&M, Mississippi State, Tennessee, LSU.
Tennessee's a world beater.
LSU. New Mexico
LSU's
State.
a world beater.
Arkansas,
New Mexico State. Oh, the Aggies.
Auburn. And then they'll play in the SEC championship.
Play Georgia.
Okay.
Okay,
So once again,
now let's pull
hold
up
on,
Cincy.
time out.
Let's pull up Cincy's
All right.
schedule.
Okay. Then you know what? I hope to God, God, hear my prayer. Please let Cincinnati run the table.
Gets struck by lightning.
Let Cincinnati run the table, so that way they can play Georgia or whoever, and we can see exactly how good Cincinnati is.
I hope so.
Because they will beat the absolute dog shit out of them.
No way.
It's going to happen.
I mean, Cincinnati.
Let's take those bets. Let's
Okay.
take those bets
Okay. I think
Because-
Cincinnati competes
on. With who? Georgia?
with whoever's in the playoff. They compete.
What's compete? How bad do they lose?
In the game.
A couple scores.
So you want the national championship game to be a couple scores? With a team from what? The American Conference?
Right.
Is that even a real thing?
Yeah.
It sounds kind of fake.
I'm going to
my
play in the
God.
middle of this and say,
You're always on it. Okay.
here's what I'm going to tell you.
Now, spoken like a true politician.
My name is
So-
Riley Blair, and I'm an independent running for mayor.
I approve this message.
So why have any other conference
That's
than the SEC?
exactly.
It's like the SEC.
Hey,
We've been over this.
Mizzou needs to be in the playoff before Cincinnati, according to your logic.
No,
Yes.
they're not. They're not good.
They're in the SEC.
Doesn't
That's
matter.
all that matters.
Oh
not
my
the Big
gosh,
Ten, not
they
the Big
play
12.
nobody.
Cincinnati
Zach
can play
here.
every losing team. Jason, who does Cincinnati play?
Oh, let's start at the top.
I mean, you already said Mercer's bad. I get it.
Miami
New
of Ohio.
Okay.
They beat them 49-14. Murray State,
Murray
they
State.
beat 42-17.
Murray State even have football?
Indiana,
Hold on. Big Ten. Power.
Big Ten doesn't count.
they beat
Yes.
them by a whopping 14.
I love how he changes the goal line. I love how he freaking changes
said
the goal.
the Big Ten
Indiana.
sucked.
Hold on. Time out. Indiana, who was top 10 team last year. No, they're not any good. You can't play them.
The Big
No.
Ten sucks.
Notre Dame,
Last year.
top 10
Last
team this
year.
year. They
Not
whooped.
inside
No,
the-
we can't count them.
2 years ago, LSU won national
Temple.
championship. Oh, is Temple even still 2 years ago?
Hold on. Oh my gosh.
You're playing Temple. Wait.
You're playing Mississippi State.
They're in the
just as if You're
conference.
playing Mizzou.
Your conference is conference is crap.
The bottom half of the SEC is crap.
UCF,
About half?
Navy, Tulane, Tulsa,
Navy.
USF. Then they play SMU, who's ranked 21st, which they'll probably lose to.
Oh, I hope they don't. I hope they win out.
Anyway,
Just
let's
win
talk
out.
about something else. Win out. Win
Why?
out. Because I'm sure the fans are tired of hearing your rubbish over there. Oh my
I
gosh.
thought people tune in for to listen to me go off.
The East Carolina Pirates.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't play nobody.
Oh my gosh. You can only play who's on your schedule.
Get in a better conference. Join
I
the
agree.
SEC.
Hey, we said that
Everybody
about
else is.
Notre Dame years ago. Join a conference.
Here's what I say. Why have any conferences? Why have them?
Money.
Money. Everything's about the
let
only
whoever-
leg you have to stand on is the fact that it's the SEC and it's money. Money's the only leg you have to stand on.
No, because the brand of football is better from top to bottom.
No, it's not. It's the bottom is the bottom. The
know
crap
what?
is the crap.
So
know
you're
what?
saying Vanderbilt? They're
yes.
bad.
Yes, there's no way Vanderbilt competes with Cincinnati.
Mizzou would
There's
win.
no way Mizzou-
You said Mizzou is going to win 9
I
games
thought
this year.
they would have with
Okay,
all they had coming back.
So you know what?
And I
on a
also
normal
said
year,
in a perfect world.
on a normal year, Mizzou is probably middle of the pack.
Well, what'll happen is if
Oh, now changing the goal line.
I'm not
again.
changing the goal line.
In a normal year, it's a normal year.
If
Okay,
you let-
they're down here.
If you let Cincinnati in the Final Four, here's what's going to happen. All these SEC teams are going to be like, well, we can't control who we play because we're in the SEC.
Sure you can. Don't schedule the 4 cupcakes.
Well,
There's a third of your schedule that you're playing every year that's crap.
Play them every year?
Nobody.
Somebody's got to
Not
play.
Cincinnati.
Once again, it's not their fault. So now it's not their fault that nobody wants to play them.
How is it not their
The
fault?
SEC is going to cry no matter what.
Exactly.
Oh my
It's like
God.
how Miller is. He's
Is Kentucky in the SEC?
Yeah. And I'm going to tell you,
first year that they've been good.
Oh,
Calipari cries
you
every
cry
year.
like you cry with the best of them.
Calipari cries every year because the SEC is the top-notch basketball in college basketball. And he says that in and year
Right.
out, that's the hardest conference to play on the road in, which is probably a
Because
true
there's-
statement.
Within the last couple of years.
Because there's 16 teams.
Used to be.
ACC was the best
Oh,
for
yeah.
decades.
Yes.
But now, I'll give it to you that the SEC, probably because all the coaches that are coming in that are
I hope
cheating.
I'm with you. I hope Cincinnati wins out, and then they
Ain't
just
cheating, ain't
they
trying.
will get a ball.
And that's perfectly fine.
Georgia,
That
whoever
is
the hell they play,
perfectly
is
fine.
going to just
It'd be like,
massacre.
And
it'd be-
that's fine.
It'd be like Georgia. It'd be like Georgia and Hawaii. Remember that?
Georgia's defense is phenomenal. Top.
Yeah.
The best.
Hey, but until that happens, you've got to let it happen.
I agree.
You have to let it happen. They can't. Those kids can't control who they play. Anyway, let's talk about something else.
We're going to get Zach fired up here.
Oh, Zach
never gets fired up.
Yeah, right now we got a frozen camera.
Oh, way to go!
No, I
Miller.
mean everything else is good. So we just put it on me and Blair right now.
That's fine.
Good idea.
'Cause you broke the camera with all that nonsense.
I'll
Yeah,
take
getting
it.
all mad about Cincy. Broke camera.
So I can't have nice things. I know what happened.
Hey, let's stay in the SEC. We talk about how great it is. Did you watch the Tennessee game? Did you watch the Tennessee Ole Miss game? Or better yet, did you watch the last half an hour that it took to play a minute?
I didn't watch any of it.
When Tennessee decided to, hey, the fans, we're just going to go ahead and just throw a bunch of crap on the field.
Speaking of fans, does any of our viewers have anything to say about Cincy? Cincy is, come on, but go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, did anybody watch that?
No, I did not.
Ole Miss and
No.
Tennessee. So Ole Miss gets the ball
I was
back.
DoorDashing.
All right,
Go.
Ole Miss gets the ball back. A minute left. Ball game's over. Tennessee fans, one chucks a golf ball at Lane Kiffin, hits him. He picks it up, shows some pretty funny memes out there. Next thing you know, trash, just all on the field. The players have to come out to the middle, to the middle part of the
Who
field.
was winning?
Ole Miss at Tennessee.
Yes.
With Lane Kiffin.
With
as the
Lane
coach.
Kiffin.
That's
the
what
coach.
that's what it comes down
That's
to.
what it comes down to, right? So they escort the band out. They escort the Tennessee cheerleaders out. They escort part of the student section out. And for the last minute, it took about 30 minutes of all the bedlam to stop. You just talk about classy just classiness.
Great.
Tennessee.
What was the amount on the fine that they got?
I haven't heard, but it needs to be quite a bit.
I mean,
So is that Tennessee?
oh yeah,
At
Good
Tennessee.
old Rocky
You find a lot of money.
yeah.
For sure.
Well,
Don't think they need to be fined? Is that what you said?
No, I do.
Oh, okay. I was gonna
Yeah,
say
you can't do that.
$250,000 to storm the field when you win a game.
I'm pretty sure it's up there.
It needs to be. It needs to be millions.
Hey, wait. The question is, who brings a freaking golf ball?
A drunken college
A
student.
golf ball to a football game.
Hey, they had pizza boxes and they had mustard bottles and just all kinds
Everything
of
you
just
can
trash.
imagine.
Planned?
I don't know if it was planned, but
So apparently
Seems
there's
awfully weird.
So Lane Kiffin got
bottle.
hit by
a mustard bottle.
Did he got hit by a golf ball?
Huh?
Did he get hit by
Yeah,
a golf
on
ball?
his elbow. Yeah. on
then
his
he had
elbow.
it.
They
picked
show
up.
the ref, and the next
Yeah.
thing you know,
He was said on the post game on the interview.
Yes.
Like, well, you get hit by a golf ball.
I haven't watched any of it.
Man,
I'm gonna have to look it up tonight.
there you go.
preparing for the show, right? You know, giving it
I'm sorry, dude. I'm worried about other things like winning football games and basketball games.
And a baby.
and a baby,
And a
yeah.
baby.
That's weighing on my mind a little too.
Just a tad.
Just a little bit.
What's the
Why?
punishment? You are judge, jury, executioner of Tennessee. What's your punishment?
No, you're gonna get a big ass fine. You might get double what you did for storming the court. Just
Like
let-
half
just-
a mil
I'd
for
say
all that?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
half a million.
Oh man, that's I don't know. Not if I'm judge, jury, executioner.
Anybody die?
I'm gonna tell you right now, it's gonna be a half a mil.
Half
plus.
mil.
It's got to be more than that.
It's
You gotta-
450.
If you're watching the show and you know how much,
storm the field against Florida. 450,000 just to storm the field when they beat Florida.
Right. It's got to be more than that. You have to.
How
you are
is a-
throwing stuff.
How do you stop though? You're not gonna stop a bunch of drunken college kids from storming the freaking field.
I
So
know.
I charge the school $450,000. Absolutely insane.
Where do you think that money goes?
That's
Is
what
it
I
like
wanna know.
Monopoly, like where it's a park, free parking?
Yeah.
If somebody lands there, they get all that money.
I don't think that's how it works, Zach.
I wish it were like that. I want to find that parking spot.
I'd be free parking every night. I'd be finding it every night.
Oh man.
That's for darn sure.
Well, I think we're going to jump to a break real quick so I can fix this camera. So when we come back, we'll jump into our next topic. Plus, we do have a special announcement that we got to make.
Here we go.
Another
Couple.
special announcement.
Tune in to see what that
Yeah.
special
So whenever we
announcement
come back, you guys get a chance to hear that. Plus, Jason's topic he brought to the show. Or did he?
Or did he?
We'll
What did I
find
do
out.
now?
What did I do
Well, last
now?
time you brought talk to the show, we lost power and everything else.
I didn't
So-
bring nothing up tonight.
Yeah.
Yet.
That's it.
All right, so we'll be right back with some more of the coach's box.
Whether it's residential or commercial, Home by SMCI has the right products for you. Global Plasma Solutions will attack your bacteria, mold, viruses, and even help with dust in your house. They install easily in less than 45 minutes, and it's an invaluable investment for the rest of your life. If you're interested in any of the products they offer, give Home by SMCI a call today at 636-337-4444 or email them at service@homebysmci.com.
Hey everybody, this is Chris Miller from the Coach's Box. If you haven't already, you need to go to our Facebook page and you need to like our show, the Coach's Box Facebook page. And it's real simple. I'm just going to show you guys what it kind of looks like on Facebook right now. And as you can see, you just find us here at the Coach's Box. We keep it pretty simple, especially for guys like Jarvis who can't read or write. And as you see right here, I'm going to go ahead and click follow. And now I'm following the show. And I should be already, but hey, whatever. And this when I do this, I have the opportunity to see our Facebook pages pop up live, and you guys continue to share and be a part of the show, comment, like it. We always encourage you guys to be a part of it because we just do this because we enjoy messing with each other, talking sports, talking whatever in life. and interacting with you guys on a regular basis. So like our show, follow it, and continue your support. We appreciate it, and we'll see you guys here in a little bit. Thanks.
All right, and we're back here on the Coach's Box. Before we get started on our next segment, we just want to do some thank yous really quickly. So last episode, we were checking the other day, we reached over 1,000 views, so we want to say thank you for everybody that's tuning in. We also have surpassed 800 followers on our Facebook page, so everybody that's following and sharing and all that, we really appreciate it. It's probably all Jarvis's friends and family and everything, because he invites like 500 every day. But
I haven't invited any a couple of days.
But no, we appreciate everybody that's tuning in on a weekly basis, and maybe just, even if it's just every once in a while, tuning in to hear what Miller has to say or what Jarvis is going to say next, and whatever Blair wants to talk about.
Wait.
In the middle.
You did a commercial.
I did.
Finally!
Yeah!
I gotta know, what in the world were the sunglasses for?
I didn't want to see who the commercial was being brought to you by. It's not me. Some other guy behind the glasses.
I was going to say, was it that bright in here in La Pachanga?
So it was a disguise, like the Lone Ranger's disguise?
Okay, well, it definitely looked like Riley Blair. Bald,
Yeah, did.
shining.
Did. That's why I put the hat on.
Oh,
Got a little too bright.
I've had so many people ask me, why the heck did he have sunglasses?
I did too.
Good question.
I did too.
I'd have to ask him.
Was he blitzed? I don't know.
I was not
Could have
blitzed.
been. Was he talking about drinking and driving?
I was talking about bringing driving goggles on.
Is it a law?
Is it? I don't know. We'll find out today. No, but speaking of announcements, something that came out locally for Jefferson College is that they're going to be getting more sports in the coming school year, coming year. So they're going to add men's basketball. They're going to add men's and women's cross country, and I think that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, the cross country.
And competition cheering. Don't leave that competition.
Competition.
Leave that.
Yep.
You have 2 pipelines across country right here. You got Herky right down the road from here, and you got Festus over there. I mean, you got some cross country people.
It'll be interesting to see how that kind of connects to the local scene.
Well, I think that's kind of why they lost basketball in the first place, is there was no local scene.
Right.
So,
And they went to Division II, which Division II, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I could be, if I'm wrong on this, somebody can point me out, but I think if you're Division II in junior college, you don't have to require them to stay on campus and housing. You don't have to offer housing.
Okay.
So that's the reason why they went to Division II,
So hopefully to get local
to get some
athletes.
local guys involved more.
But it
to
also-
begin with, to get it it up and running.
Right.
Basically, because like I think only Division I's are baseball, softball, volleyball, and I think men's soccer.
I would assume.
Women's soccer I think is Division II, but men's soccer is Division I. But I think it's only Division I's programs at
have to stay on campus.
Yes.
Chris, what were you going to say?
No, I'm just saying. I think it's. I think going Division II you might lose some of those kids who maybe live a little further out because they wouldn't need the housing. And talking to someone who actually is a coach at Jeffco about this, that was their concern as well, because then you don't get those kids who you're not trying to recruit in San Diego, but if you get a kid who might come from Kansas City, that's the downside of this.
Here's the thing, and that's what I think they kind of did a little bit of asking some questions and some polls out there, and the biggest poll that was out there was they wanted to see local high school athletes involved in Jefferson College sports, but they felt like there wasn't very many local athletes playing Jefferson College sports across the board. And I think baseball and softball were the only 2 programs that recruited locally. And so I felt like that's kind of one of the reasons why they went Division II to start out, was because they wanted to draw people's interest around the community to come back and watch. Like you look at women's basketball. I mean, you go on to watch a women's basketball game, there's maybe 25 people in the friggin' gym. And, you go and watch a soccer game, there's maybe 10 people watching it. So I think you coming back and looking at that, I think they wanted to draw more excitement back from the local community, and I think that's the reason why they went that way.
So you've done cross country for a number of years. So this weekend they had the conference championship, JCAA conference championship, and we've talked about, my son is running at the junior high level. I talked to another coach, and I had spoke this weekend, and you can piggyback off of this, and the coach had said, in so many words, I'm paraphrasing, that the JCAA is the best cross-country conference in the state.
I totally agree with you. And I think that is because, I mean, there's just a top-notch program, but there's more importantly, there's more kids that are committed to the training and what it takes to be successful. And I think you've got some really, really high-energy coaches that really know what they're doing across the county. And I just think that.
Are you referring to yourself?
Absolutely not. I would take zero credit for you, just simply for the fact that I think, you look at Brian Wright and you look at Kyle Davis. You start looking over there at Coach Hyde over there in DeSoto. I mean, just some.
You got to talk about Coach Wright.
I definitely
Coach Meyer at Grandview's had some good runners.
He has had some quality.
He's got at least 2 in college right now.
Yes. So you got to look at, as far as this it didn't even. You look at
it don't cost a whole lot of money to start cross country either.
No.
Get some jerseys.
And you look at the last 6 years across the state in state championships, the Jefferson County Conference has had like over 30 or 40 state championships in the last 7 or 8 years across all classes.
Okay,
St. Vincent's been in that mix.
Yep.
Herky's been in that mix. Festus has been in that mix. I mean, you got to look at even thinking about St. Jen. They don't have a conference, and they go down to that Farmington Middle area, but they don't really. So you consider them along the lines of our area.
Yeah.
St. Pius last year didn't the state championship, but they got second place, third place.
But the girl won.
Yeah, the girl was an individual state.
Yeah.
So I mean, you look at across the board. This county is well known for that,
So-
and I think you're going to see that have a lot
So
of
to
success.
say that, Mineral Area College, so back-to-back national champions
Yes,
in
cross
cross country. Okay, you ready? Here's the roster. Herculaneum, and then St. Jen, Fredericktown, Potosi, Farmington. So all relatively local.
That's nice.
So if you're Jefferson
Same as our
College,
basketball teams, right?
A little different.
Oh, my bad.
yeah, but-
San Diego, Memphis.
But I think you look at it as far as what it brings back, and I think Jefferson College is going about this the right way. They're trying to build excitement amongst Jefferson County. I think they're trying to figure out a way to get people back out excited about going to Jefferson College because I can see my local kids still compete at the college level for 2 more years, and I get to experience that as a family, as a coach, as a community member. I get to go and watch that
Money.
at a college level.
You gotta spend money.
You
go to a
need to-
game.
Well,
you're going to come and
Buy
find
some
it.
popcorn.
enrollment too.
What's enrollment?
So I'll go all the way back. My first 2 years as a head coach out of Grandview. Okay, this is back when I'm going to mess the name up. I think it was Danelia Adams wound up going to the WNBA. It's when Jefferson College was ranked number 2 in the nation. Went down and played Gulf Coast Community College for the national championship. Lost all that stuff, right? So anyway, I had a girl, Jessica Moses, that she was being recruited. Jeffco really wanted her, right? Talked to the coach several times. Why would she not want to come here and play for the local school? I said, Coach, you are recruiting right now D1 athletes. Okay, you want D1 athletes to come in and play. You're top 5 in the nation at the time. You've got all this talent. Why would we want to send a kid here that we know is never going to play? Is going to be at the end of the bench, going to be a practice player,
Right.
and because of that, probably won't get any time to go transfer somewhere else. I would rather go send my kid someplace where she wants to go and then have a chance of maybe playing right away. And I think because of that, and let's be honest, they're on the men's side, Mineral Area, who they're top 5 in the nation the last several years, a 30-some-odd game winning streak, all of that. They do the same thing. They bring in a couple token local guys, but they're recruiting nationally
Outside.
because that's what they want to do.
Right.
On the women's side, ton of local women go and play. Okay, and they have budding careers going elsewhere. I think if you're Jeffco, like you said, you're trying to bring back some of that county flair.
Well, you got to get behind it. I mean, you got people coming to the games. At the end of the day, that's what you have to do. If you're not getting the people to come to the games, you're not selling tickets. Why do you even? I mean,
Weird. And I think you're looking at that concept. I mean, that's the whole point of it. Now, look at when basketball season is. It's the same time as high school basketball. So, on what nights and days do you put those games? A lot of people
Saturdays.
said Wednesdays and maybe Sunday afternoons because those are the day. Wednesdays is usually high school basketball. Very few and far between is there high school basketball games on Wednesdays. It's usually Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. And then every once in a while Saturday, but never a Sunday and a Wednesday typically. So I think if you start building and having games on Wednesdays and Sundays, I think you get the local high schools bringing their teams out and watching. You all of a sudden get the local community members coming out and watching. I just think
Well, it's going to be how they
schedules.
recruit.
Yes.
If we're going to talk about men's basketball, because your Jeffco's not going to create a program that they just don't want to be successful. Baseball is really, really successful because Jefferson County and the Mineral Area is loaded when it comes to talent in baseball.
simple.
Plus, you've got South County area and wherever else that they recruit. I'm going to say this, and I don't. What would Jeffco recruit if we're going to talk about locally? If they wanted to try and compete nationally, are they going to say let's take a bunch of local guys early? and then try and build off of that? Chris, what do you think?
Well, I think you got to take the best talent that you can get. I would try to go. If you're going to start the program and you want to say we're going to build off the local, you better get some damn local kids. I mean, I wouldn't go any further than St. Louis to the north. I wouldn't go any further west than, I don't know, let's think about a town out west. Lake of the Ozarks, at least. I mean, I wouldn't go that's about it. I wouldn't go try to get Kansas City kids.
No.
Not unless you had a really good one. I would have I would have 75% local in the
100 mile?
100 miles,
Radius?
probably good. 100 mile, 125 mile, because then the people will drive. I mean, people will drive to see those people play.
Sure they will.
But then I would mix in with probably 2 or 3 kids that I might be able to get
Elsewhere.
Kansas City. I
Chicago.
would try to get kids around the state if I could. I can't wait. You can't tell me that there isn't talent in St. Louis, Kansas City, even Springfield, Memphis, and that's all in a relatively close location.
But who in Jefferson County wants to go watch that? You just brought it up. They don't go to the women's games.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't want a bunch of those guys. I'm going to need a couple kids that might. Look, there's some good talent comes out. I can't say I'm not dissing Jefferson County or St. Louis or anything. I'm just saying, if you can get a ringer or two, you're going to do it. You'd be stupid not to. You know, you're just going to try to make improvements. But I would want to surround the program with kids that people are going to go and come watch because there's connection. It is about connection. And that was one of the things that Three Rivers got away from for a few years while I was down there, and I went to school, because you'd have a couple of those kids who were from there, but you'd have all these other guys from Africa, or you'd have them from San Diego's, that's Oklahoma, Hawaii. They're all over the place. So there's no connection, and all of a sudden, now they start recruiting more guys from around that area, and you have more people coming to those games because they watch them play in high school. Their families drive to see them all the time, and their friends come, and then, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want to. I think you're right. 100 miles, 125 miles tops, and then we're going to win this. We're going to get these guys. That's our focus.
Well, and I think that the bottom line, it comes down to enrollment. You're already getting those kids there, typically. So at that point, the enrollment is already there, but what's not there is they're not getting out of all those kids what they could get out of them, I think. And I think that's when it comes down to it. You're not getting as much revenue from the community into the school. You're getting the kids, but you're not getting the community involvement as well. And I think that's something that Jefferson College is seeing a big decline in, is there's no community support. They have zero community support. I mean, I know the theater director out there, I mean, she even says the same exact thing. She's like, we used to have a ton of support, and then now it's just kind of been very, very minimal, just simply for the fact that, you know, it's just hard to get people excited about, because you don't have a lot of local kids participating. You got the kids that come here on a theater opportunity scholarship, and you don't have them. They're not from local because people don't come and watch.
Are you trying to reach out with your theater roots?
Having
a conversation?
I do. I have.
I think you will see I think you will see probably immediate success in the cross-country realm,
100%.
especially if you are going to recruit Jefferson County. I'm going to say this because it's the coach's box. We call it like we see it. I don't know if men's basketball is going to take off. I don't know if it can.
I'll say it will, and simply the fact of the matter is, you know, I got a good buddy that watches our show consistently. He's over there at Rend Lake College, junior college over there. He's recruited 95% of his kids locally around Rend Lake College on the women's side. And, you know, I think they're ranked number 24th in the nation right now in junior college all across the board. And, you know, he's 100% all local. But
it's because it's Illinois, and I don't care what you say, women's basketball, girls basketball in Illinois, especially Southern Illinois, is legit.
Oh, I know that.
So that's why I think that succeeds. But you don't have to go any further than MAC to see nationally, it's because it's no local names.
Yeah.
And if it is one or two guys, I'm going to say this, they were probably the 8th, 9th, 10th man on their high school team. They're out just to fill a jersey and to have that token local guy.
30 guy.
Right, but you look at the women's side, yes, they win, but not at the same clip as the men's,
Right.
and they have more local talent. But what drives, you go to a mineral area game against a Moberly and it's packed. It's packed at both venues because there's that history
Right.
of that rivalry. I just don't know if it's going to get off the ground. What do you think? You're quiet over here.
I just know that it didn't work in the past real well out there, and many of the arguments was that there was not a lot of local talent, and you're going to have to get some local talent on that team if you want support around here, is my feeling.
I
Yeah.
agree.
I think the baseball team gets support because they have local talent on that team.
And they have good
Local
talent.
I mean, you got
They've been successful too.
yeah, and they've been successful. I mean,
Softball the same way.
you got to win.
There's a comment on my page that's not showing up on the coach's box one from Coach Thompson in Arcadia Valley. He makes a good point, which, I mean, I'm on the other side of the fence. I like the local, but he says people don't always know what they like, but they like what they know. And at the end of the day, as sad as it is to say, it's entertainment, which always plays into Zach's.
Zach's wheelhouse right there.
So I mean, and
Are
that's-
you entertained?
So I think it's a good point. If it's still quality out there, people are going to go and want to watch it. I think there has to be a good combination of both, and I think to get the program off the ground and to get people back behind it, which is the reason it faltered in the first place, in the 80s, you have to have somebody that people can connect with so they start going there. And I think you start building it because, if you win, people are going to come
Okay,
watch.
so then I'm going to throw this out to all the head coaches that are at this table. I'm glad I'm not a head coach because I get to ask this question. How many in the Minor Jefferson County Conference, how many of your players and or everyone else, and feel free to comment if you're out there, how many are basketball one guys?
How many of my kids are basketball
No,
one?
in general, in the Jefferson County, how many are basketball one? I want to go play college basketball.
I don't know that there,
Exactly.
I don't know that there's ones out there that want to go play college basketball, but I also believe that there is a bunch of kids that would love to play college basketball.
I got
But
several kids on my team that's basketball's first.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got a couple kids that's what they want to do. They want to play college basketball.
regardless of where they play.
Regardless of where they play, yes.
They just want to play college basketball.
Sure, okay.
And as a local person, I would say, and why not open it up at Jefferson College and why not give that kid every opportunity? Because at what point, if you're going Division II, you're not having to require housing, so the college is not out money, and
Right.
probably I would say, hypothetically, let's just say 75% of those kids are already on A+ and their college is being paid for anyway. So there's no loss of money and no big time, loss of money to the college. So the college is now also going to get that plus revenue from everybody coming to watch those local kids. And all of a sudden you build excitement about now, is it changing the way that Jefferson County basketball changes?
Maybe-
because now
maybe
you've
there's
got
a
kids
trickle down.
exciting about,
Sure.
oh man, I got a chance. I might have a
Yeah.
chance to go play at Jefferson
Right.
College,
Yeah.
and I get to be a college athlete.
Hopefully.
And you know what? That changes some kids' mentality. Hey, I might work harder because I got a chance. I might go play at Jeffco. That may change my mentality of how hard I work at practice because I know that Jefferson County is going to recruit local guys.
I look around the county and I can name some kids that
I can name
were
8 or
basketball
10.
first. I mean, I think there's a couple at Festus that are basketball first. I mean, now can they go play at Jeffco? I don't know.
Well, Brian says who's the top candidate for Jeffco coach. And
See what I
Hold on.
replied?
I see what you put. You know what?
Hold on.
I thought the
What?
same thing.
What?
Alan Davis.
Colin Davis.
Oh, yeah.
He's great at recruiting, I hear, but I don't know. I had to take a shot. Only just one.
Sorry, coach.
Bang bang.
But I don't know. Maybe I don't know about who's going to weigh more.
You're gonna.
coach that.
You've got. This is me. You tell me I'm wrong. You tell me I'm wrong all the time. You've got two different. You've got two different ways of looking at this, in my opinion. One, we go get non-locals and we try and win right away. Or we go ahead, we're going to bite the bullet, we're going to get local guys to fill out the majority of the roster, and we're probably not going to be good. That's happened in a lot of sports, whether it's MAC soccer, because that happened, whether it's Jeffco soccer when they started. I think cross country down in Mineral area was about the only one that had immediate success because of the talent pool of the JCAA in the Mineral area. MAAA, so they got those kids.
And Coach Davis he
went from Potosi, winning state titles, to Potosi to winning national titles over at MAC.
Doing the things
So
the right way.
once again, it's the chicken or the egg. Is it players? Is it schedule? What's the cycle
No,
here?
you tell me.
It's players.
Can he win?
Recruiting.
Jimmy and Joe's.
It always comes back to Jimmy's and Joe's.
Well, and then
Especially with the shot clock.
The other question was brought up. I saw on one of those questionnaires, things talking about Jeffco bringing back men's basketball. Does that change the philosophy of women's basketball? Do you start recruiting more locally women's basketball because they're not winning at a high level right now with going outside of Jefferson County? So are you Are you not going to go and try to recruit locally to try to bring more revenue back into the county, more excitement about it, and then all of a sudden maybe you build that. Now you go out and you say, "Hey, we're averaging 1,000 fans in the stands on a night," and now all of a sudden that rings a bell to some kid that maybe want to go. I'll go play there because there's 1,000
Talent's
people.
got to get better.
I go and watch. I mean, that's just.
I agree with you. I'm going to be honest. Hey, you've either watched or you've been a part or you've seen those JCC MAAA All-Star games. It's not even close.
No, it isn't.
It's not even close. If you're talking about girls' scores.
But here's what I'll tell you. It's packed. Mm-hmm. These local gyms around here are packed when you go and watch it.
Go watch an All-Star game.
I think it's 100% that's what it is right now for Jefferson County, Jefferson College. And I think Jefferson College is looking at it as far as we've got to bring excitement back to athletics, which if you bring excitement back to athletics, and I've said this all along, if kids are excited to play athletics, they're going to be more excited about getting a good education and showing up to class, doing the right things, and they get paid for that. That's what they get paid for, honestly. That's what the school gets paid for. So it's
He's chomping at the bit over here. I was going to say you got to balance between the you got to balance between winning and building a program, and what are you going to do? I mean,
name, image, likeness. Let's get some sponsors, baby. Let's bring some people in here.
I agree. 100% agree. I'm bringing people in. I'm bringing
hold on,
Wait,
time out,
you're bringing people in?
Hold on.
We need some sponsors for this show.
Hold on, though. You talk about bringing in a couple ringers. What ringers are going to want to come play at a school that isn't going to win?
From a former coach at Jeffco, they will never bring in a crowd. That's what Ron Rose just wrote. They'll never draw a crowd.
I mean,
you're not if you're out of Chicago and you're thinking to yourself, you're trying to go D1, but you got to go the JUCO route. Okay, you're going to go somewhere that's going to get you a D1 offer.
You better go somewhere where you can play. If there's a log jam of kids.
No. You said getting ringers. I
mean, in relative.
Yeah, those D1, those ringers.
If you can land one, that's great. If not, you're
I'm saying
out.
Those D1 kids, you're not going to land a D1 kid because he's going to look at it and say, no, I can go over to this school that's 20 miles down the road that wins goes 35-0, and every single one of those guys transfer out and go D1.
Right? Okay. Let him go do it.
I don't know.
I think we can table this one until we know like who's the coach and all the other stuff.
But it's a philosophy of: are you okay with bringing local talent in and losing, or trying to win right away?
Well, I can tell you by looking at by looking at what they're doing with men's basketball and cross country and putting them in Division 2 and 3, they are looking locally. Because they're not providing housing for those, so they're not.
I'm sure they can still
They're not
offer.
going to be able to. Well, yeah, but
They're not going to be able to provide it. So Division 1, you have required to provide housing for all your,
Okay.
no matter local. or
Right, they
out,
have to.
You have to require. Right. So I think that's the biggest difference make on the whole thing.
Yes.
I think that's why that tells me that Jefferson College is trying to bring excitement back into those sports because, I mean, you said it earlier, cross country has had a valiant success in the county in the last 35 years, and they've never had anything out there. So I think you're looking at that. Men's basketball was a huge way. A lot of the local community has talked about this for the last 5 years.
It's been out there a lot, but recent.
Last 5 years, I'd say there's been a lot of talk about bringing back men's basketball at the college level at Jeffco, and I think that's why.
I think it's because there is I mean, you got some things going on in the county. There's some people out there that did go play that are going to play college ball.
Yes.
Hold on, because the JCAA shootout was so successful, fellas. We had.
That's a different story for reasons wise.
Come on. We had so many fans go to that.
If they would have had a Jeffco versus middle area type deal, that's basically what the Christmas tournament is. Look at that place.
It's packed.
It is packed. If you would have had more of that kind of feel to this out of Jeffco,
It wasn't promoted right. It wasn't, and you couldn't get
and
the
the
good
matchups were not right.
Come on.
I'm saying,
So I'm not.
all
We
I
don't want
can
to play
do
this team.
is-
We're not going to play this team. We want to play this team.
All I can say is what I saw, and I didn't see a lot of people in the stands.
Nope.
And it was local kids.
Well, it was at 10 in the morning, some of the games. I guess so.
Yeah. Yeah. Agreed.
You can't compare Jeffco college
Jeff-
basketball to the Jeffco shootout.
When you want to bring those kids into the
Okay, come to a
program.
Pius Herky game on a 4-game night and see how crowded it is.
Yeah, everybody needs to do that too because
Yeah.
it's on January 14th,
That's right.
Friday night.
You know that? I don't know.
I
that.
do.
Okay.
I know all the
Whenever
games.
you say, hey,
That
chill
one I
out.
got circled, baby. January 14th.
This way they're going to storm the court.
Hey, they need to
I
have some
didn't
type
say
of
that. I
bet.
can't. Big mouth guy on
They
there.
need
so.
to have a
Coach's
bet.
box needs to be live that night, all night long. Big fun.
Hey,
I say me and Chris
Hold on.
do your guys' game, and then
Hey.
you and Portel do ours.
all I'm going to say on that is stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
But
But wait,
there's more. Tell us
more.
about the
Oh, we have
special.
some announcements?
no,
We have- yes, we
Blair,
did.
Blair, you are
Okay,
making the
Blair.
special announcement.
All
All
right.
right,
Yeah,
special
we
announcement,
teased
Blair.
it. We're gonna do it. It's all on you. So Blair,
So this Friday night, down at Dugan Memorial Field, it's senior night here at Dugan Memorial Field, and the Coach's Box is going to bring the game to you live on the Coach's Box website or here on the Facebook page. So we're gonna be doing that all live.
Live?
Yes, live.
Free?
Free. Right on Facebook too.
Free.
Right on
Free.
Facebook. So anybody
Free.
cannot attend the game live, they can watch it live on
watch
the
it.
Coach's Box Facebook page.
So us
Versus, who do you have? Tell us who you have.
yeah,
and
Jason.
the Perryville Pirates.
Perry County.
And we
folks.
have 2 coaches on our staff that used to be employed by Perryville. One in Blaine Boss, and many probably don't know, my first year of teaching was in Perryville.
Perryville, yes.
I was a pirate.
Oh,
For 1 year. So 1 year I was in the same area as Bruce.
sorry, Bruce.
He was probably in his like 20th year of teaching at the time. But he could, I mean, that was 20 years ago.
Hey, Moses just graduated, so
You know what? I didn't. This has nothing to do with anything we're talking about. How did we not talk about Jeff Albert
Well, that's more.
when we were talking about the Cardinals earlier? But anyway, go ahead.
So hey, can we mic you up on Friday night?
No.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Are you gonna
I
be?
don't think Coach Boss.
Are you gonna be in the booth? Or are you down the? On
I'm
the
in the booth, so I'll come by.
oh, hold on, boom
I'll come
mic.
by.
Boom, Mike.
No, sir. But I will come by and peek my head in, maybe.
Are you gonna help us out and maybe get a spot in a booth up there?
I'm sure he's already
Already got
worked
it
it out
taken
with
care
Coach Gilman.
Okay. All right.
I mean, you know, they're already playing, and he's been probably coming. He's getting set up how many practices Gilman's coming to this year to help him institute some new things on offense and defense. But
Okay.
Yeah, I want to go upstairs and be out on the top roof and send the opposing team back down in the room and us be up there doing
I'm
Depends on
fine
what the
with
weather's
that.
like.
Talk to
I
your
don't
If
care.
it's chilly,
It's going to be beautiful, though.
okay.
Wear a
It's a
freaking
great
jacket.
view.
It's the best view in the house.
And you'll see
by
me sitting
far.
out on my porch.
We can turn the camera over and look at him. Hey, it's Jarvis.
You'll see me out on the ledge. Hopefully I'm not ready to jump.
Gosh.
The last 2 Fridays, it's been good.
Yeah.
So it'd be nice to get 3 in a row here. I'm
That's
sure
called
that's
a
called a
winning
winning
streak.
streak.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm sure Coach Boss is going to be a little fired up going against his former team, the Perryville
You
Pirates.
should. I guarantee you this week of practice is going to, I bet he's talked a lot about that, hasn't he?
I mean, no. I mean,
Not really?
it's not. No, I mean, it's like any game we want to win.
But you think about, I mean, that's a little bit of rivalry for him. I think he would mention that to the kids. Hey man, this means something to me here. I came from there to
We're
come to
just
here to
gonna,
coach
we're just
you
gonna
guys.
take this one game at a time.
Hey,
I mean,
man,
they
it
can-
means
hold
something.
on.
I'm going to
Oh,
throw
like
out
to
a lot
see
of coaches speak now.
Yeah,
No, what's
Mute
that
the
called?
mic.
Coaches speak?
Mute the
Oh, I
mic.
can see
Mute
it.
the- Hold on.
Mute
But before
it,
you
mute it,
mute his
mute it,
mic, you guys need to do your due diligence in Black Hat Land. You need to tell them, say, hey, I know, Jarvis doing work, but hey, and promote.
All I do is work, bro.
And promote that the coach's box will be out there this Friday night. We're going to stream the game.
Throw it back up there on the screen.
Yours truly here, Zac
Yes.
McVey on the call.
We got Zac McVey on the play-by-play. Ryan Blair does color, and I'm just here for
Producer.
just
Producing.
I'm just comedy relief. What do you think about that play, Chris? Hell, I wasn't watching.
What's that? What is
So-
that?
Is there a soccer game on right now? Oh, I'm so far up, I
First
can't
and
see.
10 on the 51-yard line.
Hey, by the way,
Oh, look at that.
hey,
Got graphics.
I love it. Love it.
Coach Winkler says he thought there was a little Valroy in you. Just too funny.
I mean,
I can see you coaching all 3 teams.
no, I let my coaches coach.
I can see you.
Sometimes when you get a little upset at officials, you do sound like Bruce a little bit.
I was going to say that, but I didn't want to draw any attention to me getting upset with officials.
Never.
Because I
Come
so
on,
deep in here right
come
now.
on.
I mean, I didn't have a technical
We
last
need to
year.
change the name of the show. Call like we see it. Something else with this
I
guy.
am calling it like I see it. I said I didn't want to.
Ruffle football.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to ruffle any of my
Oh.
referees that I have watching the
It's
show
deep
right
in
now.
here. That should be what it really is.
Uh-huh.
It's getting deep in here. Yes, for sure.
So, go ahead.
And,
Kickers on.
No kidding.
Hopefully we'll get some new people watching the Coach's Box on Friday night and
Yeah.
sharing our page and
So anybody
sharing the
from-
stream of the game and all that stuff.
So anybody
be
from Perry
sharing,
County,
We'll be sharing
spread
it
the
out.
word.
We'll
Yeah.
be sharing it
Yeah.
out to Perryville High School.
Yeah, you probably ought to tag some of the Facebook pages if they have any.
So we're going to be sharing this out in the next few days just to get it out there to the Perry County community as well as all the Black Cat land, and we'll be sharing it out there on all the social media sites, probably in the next couple days. So, but if you're not able to go live and watch it on Friday night, tune in on the
I'm going to
Coach's
be there
Box
live.
Facebook page as well as I
We got to do a halftime interview with Jarvis.
I'll have a headset on, but it just won't be the Coach's Box headset. And,
He'll be calling it like he sees it too.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, and I'll be calling it like I see it from up above. You can see a lot of things that other people
We're going to
can't see.
apologize in
evidently.
advance for all that fruity language we're going to hear.
It's nothing but roses and lollipops
That's
and
all.
unicorns
Rainbows
and rainbows up there.
Unicorns.
You'll hear me talking positively.
Wow.
Yeah.
I am
Hey,
heard it here.
nothing but a rain of sunshine up there in the booth.
Hey, before we jump off here, talk real
Jump
quick.
off ship.
Yeah, jump off your ledge. Going back to our conversation about Jeffco, Coach Thompson also says go get Kelvin Lee as the head coach at Jeffco.
Really?
Go get him because NBA guys, super guy NBA guys that played for him, an assistant for Coach Spoonhour, can recruit local like crazy, bring his NBA fellas in the area, hire him, pay him.
It's actually not a terrible idea.
Agreed.
I mean,
I'd agree
he
with that.
recruits well right now. I mean, for what I've heard, everybody was saying that about Allen. You know, everyone's saying about Kelvin Lee.
Hey, Coach Rhodes has a special announcement for you, Coach Jarvis.
Something about a bird or
Matt Carpenter is the new hitting coach for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Gosh, how can you like Matt Carpenter that much? That explains.
He had a great career. The last couple years were not good.
He might get him
He had a great career.
He might get a red jacket.
Oh, he will.
You get a
They
red
give
jacket.
those out to anybody.
No.
No, they do.
Ken Bottenfield's going to get one too.
Oh my God.
Tom Pegazzi.
And hey,
That's a good TD.
That's
Bob
a good one.
Shiltsbury.
Right there. Whoop, whoop.
Go ahead. And on that note,
No, go
Chris-
ahead. You show host send us out.
No. Anyway.
No.
You do it. You got the.
You
got
hang
the-
up.
you-
No, you hang up.
Well, yeah. I mean, what a show.
Show is hitting the
We've jumped all kinds of
All
places
right,
today.
we'll-
I mean,
we'll-
you know.
We have jumped off fight, but most importantly, hey, we're going to do the Herculean Black Cats versus the Perryville.
Throw it up on the screen. It's up on
Friday
the screen.
night.
Throw the graphics up.
Graphics.
Friday night.
Vision technology.
Even a dumb coach can do it.
Right
He can come up with graphics.
Hey,
Right
it's not so simple. Anybody can do it. Graphics.
Ah, graphics.
And anyway, and
I
on
heard
that
there's
note,
websites that'll help you do that.
So
Well,
tune in Friday night.
there you go.
on
Thank
the
you, Blair.
Coach's
I
Box.
can't wait to rewatch it on the coach's box after the game.
For the first time ever, you're going to watch something relive.
on the coach's box. On the coach's box.
Watch something.
I'm gonna watch something that was
Oh my
on the coach's
gosh.
box.
Holy cow.
I don't like to watch myself.
Well, you won't be on there, so that's right.
Why? Because you got a
Oh,
face
I'm
for
gonna be
radio.
on there. I'm gonna come down and stick my head in at halftime or something.
All right, Zach.
And we're out.
Send us home,
We
baby.
are, hey, we're done here. Thank you.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Thank you all our followers.
We will be with our special broadcast on Friday. Should be crazy.
A
Should be
special
fun.
crew giving that game.
A lot of specialness going on. Thank you guys for watching, tuning in. We will see you guys Friday, but then we will also be back next week. We will let you know when that show is going to be. It all depends on our schedules, as always, and anything else that happens. But appreciate you guys showing up. For all of us here, we'll see you guys Friday. Take care then.